What's up guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. Today we are visiting Dave's monster fish pond and we're also going to be looking at his grow out tank as well. So we're going to look at his grow out tank first and then we're going to take a look at the monster fish, give them some feed and also show how this setup runs. Now this is an EZ pond. The first one I've actually seen indoors, most of them are either outdoors, but let's get Dave on the video and let's first of all check out his grow out tank. Here we are at Dave's grow out tank. Dave, if you could maybe talk to us a little bit about the system, the size of tank, the volume, etc.
Yeah. So the tank I think is about 4x2x2, something like that, about 200 litres. I've got obviously a heater in there running it, air pump. I've got an external filter underneath the bottom there. So that's pretty much just ceramic media. I'm not a big sponge guy. I'm very much media and wool, and I've got an 11 watt UV as well.
Is that I think that's is that a Tetra canister, and then you got the Awazi.
Yeah, the Vitronic 11. Yeah.
That's why the water's so crystal clear.
Yeah.
And I can see you got a bit of wood and a few rocks
wood,
in there,
some
minimal
pebbles.
scape.
There's a little polystyrene dock in there so that the turtles can get out of the water and sit under the UV and dry off and warm up and stuff.
Speaking of them, so you've got, is it 4 turtles in this tank?
Yeah, 4 turtles. It was initially just supposed to be 1, but somehow I pick up strays of everything as we go along. I've got 4 of them now that I've rescued.
So what species are they?
So these black ones are the Reeves turtles. I think they're also known as like Chinese pond turtles.
Okay.
And there's 2 musk turtles in there as well.
Just hiding at the back there.
Yeah, the one musk turtle I sort of bought when he was tiny, and me and my partner have had for, I don't know, probably getting on 10 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then what other species have you got in there?
So there's 2 Florida gars. One's significantly bigger than the other because he started taking pellets a lot sooner.
Yeah, he's really chunky, this guy.
Yeah.
And then you got the Datnoid as well.
Yeah, little 3-bar Indo Dat. And there's 2 birches in there as well, hiding out the way. So I got there's an Endler cherry bircher in there and a gold dust bircher as well.
Oh, I can see a tail.
Yeah, they'll come out when we get some food in, I'm sure.
And you've got a skimmer?
Yeah, surface skimmer. I don't really like having dirty surface water. I think, like, especially the food you feed the predatory fish, you get a lot of oils and stuff. And I think like gas exchange and stuff's better on a clean surface. And things like that. So I've got a skimmer on both systems. Nice.
And what do you generally feed these guys?
So I feed them every day, mostly because the turtles need quite a bit of food. Most of the diet's pellets, so turtle specific sticks and some Hikari carnivore pellets. I feed exclusive Hikari pellets.
Yeah.
But the gars eat the turtle food, the turtles eat the gar food, they all share. And then whenever I'm feeding the big pond frozen food, I'll stick some frozen food in here for them as well, like prawns and mussels and squid and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wicked, yeah. Shall we give these guys a bit of food then?
Yeah, man.
You can really see how crystal clear the water is. Yeah, the Florida gar is really, really nice. How long have you had the fish in here?
So the Endler cherry birch I got Christmas 23 actually. He came tiny from Sims in the post.
Yeah.
And the rest of them I got sort of just before New Year. I picked up a new tank and thought I'd get some new fish. So I got the gars and the Siamese tiger fish from Christoph at Top Stingrays, and they came in the post really well as well.
He's decided to colour up now for the camera whilst he's feeding.
Yeah, he's a show off.
So that's just a mix of
mussels, squid and prawn, yeah.
I can see the other turtles are starting to move about. And do you plan to grow these out and maybe put them in the pond that we're seeing in just a moment?
Yeah, I think the fish will go in the pond, but the turtles probably stay in here, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really fancy the turtles and the rays going together.
No, especially with their sharp beaks, it can be a bit of a risk.
Yeah, and clambering all over them. I used to have a Matamata turtle.
Oh yeah.
And I used to keep him with rays, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really funky. I can see one of the birches is waking up at the back. So what species of bircher were they, sorry?
So that one's an Endler cherry bircher, a saddle bircher, and the other one is a butter coifrey, I think they call it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like gold dust is the sort of common name. It's like rocks.
Oh, yeah,
They're
I
a
can
bit
see.
smaller though. They tend to sort of wait till the turtles have finished messing about and come out and feed when it's a bit quieter.
Yeah, I can see them just tucked back there. Oh, wicked. Really, really nice. Nice grow out tank. And shall we go and check out the main pond?
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
Now we are in front of Dave's massive indoor EZ pond, and he's going to just talk to us a little bit about the system, the volume, what sort of filtration he runs and how it all works.
So the pond itself is 6 foot long, 4 foot wide, 2 foot deep. This little lip at the bottom makes it pretty deceiving. You can sort of only see like 3/4 of the bottom of the pond at once, but it's it's pretty big. I think it holds about 1,400 litres of water. So it's the Easy 300i, which I think they've discontinued now. They don't actually make this size anymore.
Yeah.
Obviously got an air pump running on it. 3 500 watt stainless steel heaters.
Yeah, I can see those.
Just submersible ones. So I've got 3 FX6s filter in it, and I've modified them a bit. So the rays smashed up the filter intakes, so I've swapped those out for big sponge cubes. Removed the sponges from the inside of my filters themselves, and they're just filled top to bottom with ceramic media.
Yeah.
Probably got like 20-25 kilos of media across the 3 filters.
Oh, nice. So is it just the sponges you've got on the intakes and then the
It's
media?
just media inside and a bit of filter floss.
Oh wow, and the water is crystal clear. So you said it was 4 foot front to back?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can easily see to the back there, it's absolutely crystal clear. And you've got a UV running as well?
Yeah, I've got a 36 watt All Pond Solutions UV on there as well. Yeah.
And those filters are just sort of tucked back there.
Tucked out the way, the mess behind everyone's fish tank.
And the UV down there. And what different species? I can see you've got a lovely Arowana here.
Yeah, so he's a super high back red-tailed gold. He was actually, like I said, sold as like a seconds fish because he had a broken fin and a dodgy scale, but he's turned out all right. I've had him since he was probably like 4 or 5 inches long. He wasn't very big at all when I got him.
Yeah.
I've probably had him coming on 4 years now, I'd say. 3.5, 4 years.
He's really nice. And what sort of size do you think he's about? 20 inch, 22 inch?
23 inches, something like that. He's got to be knocking on the door of 2 foot now.
Yeah, he's really, really wide. And Dave said when we take the top off the pond to feed them, we can see just how wide he is. But he is, I was saying to Dave off the camera, he is one of the best super highbacks I've ever seen. Just really deep golden coloration. And then what other species you've got in the pond?
So I've got the three stingrays. So there's albino pearl, stingray, black diamond, Thousand Island, Austrian bloodline, and a het hybrid. So the hybrid's dad was an albino pearl and the mum was a BD cross hen, so she's pretty cool.
Yeah, really, really nice.
Also Siamese tiger fish in there again, or Indonesian tiger.
Yes, see him hiding in the back there.
Yeah, I've had him. He's my longest kept fish that I've got. I've had him probably like 6 or 7 years now. He's been with me a while. A few different tanks, a few different houses.
Yeah.
And then two tin foil barbs is all the Arowana tends to leave me with, but they're pretty good at just keeping everything clean and eating any scraps of food and those sorts of things. A bit of movement for the tank as well.
Nice, and I can see you've got, is that a few plants?
Yeah, so I've got some puffos that grow out the top. They just sort of help suck out a bit of nitrates and whatnot. Whether they do that much, I don't know. It's negatable. I mean, I do such big water changes and stuff like that. They probably don't get left with much nitrates to take out, but yeah, it looks good, I think.
So how often do you do water changes on the system?
Once a week. I change probably like 60% of the water.
Yeah.
And my water around here is really, really hard. It like comes out of the tap of like a pH of 8. So I have to sort of do 50-50 RO and HMA filtered tap water.
Oh, okay.
And then that keeps my levels pretty good. So my pH sits about 7.5.
So you've got an RO system?
Yeah. I sort of fill up 2 sort of 250 litre water butts with it.
Yeah.
And use those across the 2 tanks.
I suppose that will really cut down on the amount of algae you get growing in the tank.
Yeah, a lot less algae. I mean, I still got to wipe it around once a month. Sort of get in there and wipe it around once a month. And the lime scale as well. It's so much less lime scale on everything with the RO mix. Yeah.
And how long have you had these rays?
Probably 3 years, coming up 3 years now. So they were all tiny little pups when I got them. They're grown up to be here. I've had the pond about 2 years now, I think.
Yeah. And you said they had that arrow about 4 years?
Yeah, so I had him in a 5-foot tank before.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it got to the point where I had to upgrade because the rays had outgrown all the tanks and yeah, I had outgrown the tank. And
I'd say the albino pearl must be about 12 to 14 inches?
yeah, probably. Yeah, the BD's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
They do come up on the glass sometimes, and it's when they come up on the glass, you're like, Christ, it's far bigger than it looks.
Yeah, especially when we take that lid off and have a little top-down look at them, you will really be able to see the size of them. And those tinfoil bars got to be 8 inches or so?
Yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty big. Again, I've grown those since they were like pet shop size, and they're like an inch. And
yeah.
You have to excuse the dog.
Yeah, we got a couple of Frenchies with us, if you can hear them in the background. Oh, that's stunning. Should we give these guys some food?
Yeah, man, let's go for it.
So I can see you've got a top. Is that just to stop the arowana jumping, or is that for evaporation as well?
A bit of both. So yeah, I've got some polycarbonate sheets in here that I use as condensation trays, especially as it's in my house.
Yeah.
I can do without that much water in the air, really.
And also, what sort of lights are you running on the system?
They were just some really cheap, like, bathroom ceiling shed LEDs that I got off eBay and wired in.
Yeah, it really lights up the...
Water resistant, and
the tank.
Because of the width of it, I had to get something that would go all the way across.
4 foot.
Yeah, 4-foot lights go all the way across the tank.
You can really see the width of the arrow as he swims about. The rays look stunning. So what do you normally feed these guys, and how often do you feed them?
So I feed them every other day. I like to give them a break. I find that when I fed them every day, they sort of got quite swollen and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feed them every other day, and I alternate between massive ball pellets and just frozen seafood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, should we give him some food then?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the ray coming up on the side there. It's always interesting to see how much different people feed.
Yeah, they usually get through all of this. I tend to just net out anything that's not eaten at the end.
Yeah.
I don't really like leaving too much food left over in there if I can help it.
Is your Arowana fussy, or is he quite good?
He's not too bad. He doesn't really eat pellets anymore, but he's not fussy about frozen food. And obviously I've got the lizards, so sometimes I give them like locusts and worms and cockroaches and stuff as well.
Yeah, he's really nice. Hasn't got sort of any drop eye or any gill coat or anything like that. Really nice specimen. And you said you feed these every other day?
Yeah, every other day, yeah.
Oh, awesome. That BD is stunning. Are these all males or?
They're all females.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all females. I'm not really one for breeding.
Yeah.
I think there's so many people doing it. And,
yeah.
Like so much potential for your rays to get damaged or die and stuff. It's not a risk I want to take. I've got nowhere to put another pond. I've got nowhere to separate a male or pups or anything like that. So yeah, I'll just stick with my girls and we'll have an easy life.
Nice. Yeah, they're stunning. Does the dat feed much, or is he a little bit shy?
Takes a little while to get going, and then he'll get some. But he definitely prefers pellets to frozen food. Like 100% prefers eating massive pellets to the mussels and the prawns and stuff.
And I can see you've got a few air stones on the back there.
Yeah, just a couple of air stones. Keep CO2 out of the water and the oxygen up and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, wicked. Well, thank you very much for showing us your grow out tank and easy pond.
No problem.
That's awesome. And that is it for today's video. A big thank you to Dave for showing us his pond and also his grow out tank. I'm also going to put a link down below to his social media as well. He does do a few videos on social media, so make sure to check that out down below. If you've got any questions, leave them down below. I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.